Welcome, everyone. Good morning to the webinar of Thinkcloudly. So, today's webinar is based on a 90-day roadmap to IT career success. A 90-day IT roadmap provides structured goals, it clears your priorities, and gives strategic actions to drive measurable success and continuous improvement. And to shed more light on today's topic, we have Mr. Naman Jain. So let's welcome my co host, Mr. Naman Jain.
Hey, hi Zoe, how are you doing?
I'm great, Naman. How are you doing yourself?
I'm doing great, thank you. So, welcome to this webinar. I know that we are coming after 2 weeks this time again, and I hope you guys are ready to get into this 90 days roadmap, for our IT career success. So, thank you, Zoe, for inviting me. Okay. So now the first question I would like to ask you, have you paid attention to the topic of this webinar? What is the topic of this webinar? Did anyone see when you were entering into this webinar? We talked about 90 days to get uh, into IT space, right? Did anyone check this heading when you were actually entering into this webinar? Did you see this? 90 days to get into IT space. Okay. Now, the next question is this really, is this really realistic? Now, let me ask my team this, like, let me ask all of you, all my audience, is this really realistic that someone can actually get into IT space into 90 days? I mean, we are talking about 90 days and it seems very unrealistic, right? That 3 months of my life can change my whole life. Yes, Supriya, you're right. It's a maybe. Christopher, very realistic. Absolutely, that's your positiveness. Maybe. Deepa is saying maybe. Yes. What about, like, I want everyone to respond to me because chat is the way I can interact with all of you. Yes, maybe. Jawahar, you're right. Okay, 100% correct. Now, let me tell you one thing. When I say 90 days, okay, then it seems unrealistic to me as well. Okay. Honestly speaking, it seems unrealistic to me as well when I say 90 days. But when I say, let's imagine, when I say 180 hours, okay. Now, how many of you think people who were responding, maybe who were responding would be very hard or impossible? How many of you think now is this realistic or not? Let me ask you all of this. So if we say that 90 days are unrealistic, then 180 hours is it realistic or not? So this is very realistic. Okay, this is possible. What we do, the main problem is we do not spend enough time to a technology. Okay, we do not spend enough time to a technology. Let's say this is the timeline of 90 days. Okay, let's say this is the timeline of 90 days. But are we really spending at least 2 hours every day? That is a question we all need to answer because we have so many engagements we are busy in. We go to, we go to work, or let's say we are doing some other activities. We are taking care of our family. We are taking care of family. You know, so we always do not get time to basically, take out 2 hours a day. So let me ask this question to all of you. Are you taking out 2 hours from your daily routine after attending the class with Think Cloudly? Are you able to take out 2 hours a day from your schedule to study on an average? How many of you? Are you? I need yes, no, very realistic. I know I need everyone to respond to me. Whether you are basically taking, I'm asking about current time right now. I'm not saying that you tell me whether you will do it or not. I'm asking, are you getting 2 hours every day or not? Okay. So this is the trick. We all have to at least take out 2 hours. If you can take out more than 2 hours, then that is okay. I mean, that's really nice. However, if you are not able to take out 2 hours in your daytime, to practice, to study about it, additionally from your classes, you will fail. So this is the strategy we have to follow. What we have to do over here is we have to basically make sure that we are splitting this 90 days into 30 days of 3 segments. Okay. So we have to basically take out, like we have in these 90 days, we have to create the segments of uh, 30 days. Every section is going to be for 30 days. Let's say this is your first 30 days. Okay. So day 0 to, let's say 30. And then from 31 to, let's say 60. And from 60 to 90. Okay. Or 61 to 90. I want everyone to note down all these things. Okay. So you need every day 3 hours because you are attending 1 hour for your training and you need additional 2 hours in your day. So what do you think? What should we do in our from 0 to 30? Where should we, spend our time? So we are in our first segment. What do you think? What should we do in our first segment? What should be our priority? Let's say when we are working on this part, and we are in the first segment, what should we do? What should be our priority in terms of learnings, in terms of study the concept? Anyone else? Anyone else? What do you think? What should we do from day 0 to day 30? Practice what we learn? Absolutely. What exactly we should do? Okay. See, the number one thing we all should do is that start attending the training. So now you are basically you'll be part of a training where you'll attend the lessons every day by a live instructor. That's number one. Number two is basically capture the notes. How many of you are basically like prefer to capture your notes? So make sure that you are basically taking down the A4 sheet and you're capturing the notes as much as possible. Okay. And third is your basically, how many of you actually go back to YouTube, okay, or your recorded sessions? How many of you go back to YouTube or recorded sessions to brush up what you have learned in the class? You have to go back to YouTube and recorded sessions to basically understand that particular detail in depth. Okay. So going back to the recorded session is important. That's number one. While you're going back to the recorded session, capture your notes. Okay. And make sure that when you are capturing the notes, how many of you are noting down your questions? How many of you are actually noting down your questions? Because when you attend these live classes is important to basically get all the answers of your questions. Okay. So now your 30 days, what I'm saying is your 30 days from the learning perspective is going to be very helpful. Let's say you want to go for the classes. And these 30 days, what you are doing, you are basically getting ready by the concepts. Your concepts are good. You start getting into some practicals. Okay. Now, fifth, what should be our fifth thing we should do in this 0 to 30 days on a regular basis, on a daily basis? Any guesses, anyone? Any guesses, anyone? What should we do? Practice. Practice we are doing when we are basically, attending the sessions. So practice is something we are doing already. I want everyone to participate. We have Fall, Adekunla, Adeola, Adetutu. We have many people over here. I want everyone to participate and tell me from day 0 to day 30, what exactly we should do. Okay. Have a Word document, regular study. Yes. What else? Okay. The next thing, your process in these 30 days starts of networking as well. Okay. And how are you going to do this? I want everyone to start networking from now itself. Don't wait for 61 or 90 days of, time to come that I'll get into the job market. Okay. Start networking. And how will you do this networking? Tell me, how will you do this networking? You will do this networking by participating, by participating in LinkedIn groups. I want everyone to have a LinkedIn ID ready, and please be part of some good groups. Okay. So make sure that you're participating in the group as well. Okay. Attending tech meetups, absolutely. But being part of relevant LinkedIn groups is quite important. Okay. So let me ask this question to all of you. How many of you are already part of relevant LinkedIn groups? I want everyone to respond. Please, everyone. I see that a lot of people are here. At least 150 people are here. Hafiz, Afolabi, Aken, Amadu, everyone. Ahmed. Okay, we have Upender. Everyone, please. How many of you are already uh, part of the relevant LinkedIn groups? So make sure that you are participating in LinkedIn group. You are looking at the post, and when you are looking at the post, you are learning from them. Okay. So you can just search, if you're attending DevOps, search DevOps. You will see bunch of groups on LinkedIn. Okay. When you see cloud, if you are part of cloud, just type AWS, you will see bunch of groups over there. If you are participating in Splunk classes, there are so many groups available on Splunk. So make sure that you start participating in the groups. Okay. Does that make sense? When I say participation, please pay attention over here, everyone. What do I mean by participation? Is it just the joining I'm talking about? Is it just the joining I'm talking about? What am I talking about? When I say that you have to participate in the LinkedIn groups, what am I actually talking about? Okay, contribution in terms of what? Okay, guys, it is always important that you like the relevant post by someone. So to seek his attention. Number one. So when I say participation, right? Like one moment. Just a moment. Okay, I'm just getting some more window here. Okay. So when I say participation, right? Participation in LinkedIn groups. I mean that you engage with people by liking their post, by commenting. Don't comment too much. Probably sometimes, once in a while, please comment. Okay. And repost. So these are three things which are very important. If you find anyone who is putting some relevant content on the LinkedIn in different LinkedIn groups, kindly like their content. Kindly, comment on it. So create your activeness on LinkedIn. It's very important. Second, now, if you find something interesting, I would request all of you to post as well. Okay. If you are finding that there is one topic which you found and that is quite interesting, let's say you are learning cybersecurity and you found that phishing is something which is very interesting, post about it. If you are finding that there is an ISO framework which has these many benefits, put that on LinkedIn. If you're finding some important information about Kubernetes, put that on LinkedIn. So what will happen? People around you will basically be able to find you. People will be able to see you. Okay. So engage with people by liking, comment, and repost, and also start posting something relevant with respect to technology and the facts. Does that make sense, everyone? Will you be participating in LinkedIn groups? Will you be posting on LinkedIn? Will you be doing that? Are you guys sure that you're going to be doing that? I request everyone to do that. Even now, it's been 13 years that I'm working in IT already, but if you see my profile, you will see that I am posting every 2 days consistently. I'm posting something on LinkedIn. Why am I doing that? I have two purpose. One, that my students, they can see me, they can check my post, what I'm posting over there. And second, that actually helped me to stay connected with my LinkedIn family. So it may happen, let me tell you one more thing. It may happen that no one would like or comment on your post. So whenever you post something, it may happen that no one will like or engage on your post. So that is okay. Okay. So if no one engage on your post, please remember, this is okay. There is no problem in that. Why are we posting? We are posting to create the visibility among our network because we found something interesting and we are actively contributing on LinkedIn, and that is why we are posting it. Okay. So now let me ask you this question. Is it okay if no one is engaging on my post? Is it okay or not? That if no one is engaging on my post, is it okay or not? Absolutely. It is totally okay. If no one is engaging on your post, that is totally okay. You will improvise. When your network grows, you will improvise. Okay. So sometimes not your first post, you will get the engagement. Probably after putting 20 posts, 30 posts, you will start seeing some engagement. So why I'm telling you, because a lot of people, they come back to me and tell me that Naman, I see a lot of I post something on LinkedIn, but no one is liking me. I'm not gonna do it anymore. And that is the same feeling you will start developing when you don't see any engagement. But why I'm telling you that not every post will get the attention. Okay, it will take some time, and you will see some engagement coming up. Does that make sense, everyone? So are you good? Have you noted down that what you are going to do from day 0 to day 30? I really request everyone that you have to follow this. Start your sessions every day. That's number one. Make sure you take down notes a lot. Third, after every session, if you are learning a new term, go back on YouTube channel, go back on recorded sessions and watch it and create notes. Fourth, note down all your questions. Okay, that's very important for all of you here, that you have to note down your questions, because questions will give you more clarity. Okay, nowadays we have chat gpt, right? So if you have a question, you can always go back to chat gpt and ask your question, so you will get some clarity over there as well. But even if you're not getting the clarity, go back to the session and check with your instructor that, hey, I have this question, please clarify this. Okay. And the fifth one, start your networking from day 0 to day 30th itself. Getting my point, everyone? Are we good? Are we good till here? Okay, great. I want everyone to say yes at least. I see a lot of people joined here, but they're not responding. I request everyone to respond yes, because I'm going to share an important thing from day 31 to day 60th. See, so by 31st day, you would have a good amount of knowledge. Okay, I'm sure that you guys will start having good amount of knowledge till here. A very strong foundation is created in 30 days. You have invested your 2 hours a day, which means you have invested your 60 hours already. Okay. Now the next thing, what you should start doing is you need to basically, get yourself into story building mode. Okay. And I know that this is something which is little, this is little, no one will basically suggest you this, but what is this story building mode? See, whatever you learn, right? Your recruiter would always expect you to, you know, display your knowledge in terms of experience. So let's say if you're understanding a concept, please try to create story around it. Okay. And this is really difficult at times. Let's say you're coming across a topic. Okay. Let's say you are learning EC2, which is like virtual machines in AWS. Okay. So create a story that EC2s are created, for hosting applications. Okay. And databases. So what you're doing, you're basically creating small stories with the help of the real examples. So you have to, make sure that whatever you have learned from day 0 to day 30th, right? you will start building stories around it and write down those stories, in your notes. So those examples, write those examples in your notes. Okay. And the third thing, which is important for everyone over here, is, have you heard something about the diagrams? Have you heard something about diagrams and drawings? You do a lot of doodle. So make sure that every concept, whenever you are writing the notes, every concept is filled up with proper examples and the diagrams so that you can understand that. Let's say when we talk about EC2, which is the virtual machine, you can understand that, okay, there is a proper, you can draw a small virtual machine around it, okay, which is hosting an application on it. Okay. So you can do some doodling around it, because if you have your interview tomorrow, it may not happen that you can go over all the notes. But when you look at the diagrams, you will be able to quickly grasp it that, okay, I have my interview tomorrow. What is EC2? What is EBS? So you will be able to understand those concepts with the help of examples written over there and the diagrams. So what you're actually doing over here, what you're actually doing over here in day 31st, 31 to 60, what you're actually doing over here, you're basically, you have already started preparing for the interviews. Okay. So in the second month, what you are doing, you are building the stories, you are putting the examples, and you are doing the diagrams. This will not be possible. This is not going to be possible from day 0 to day 30th. Why? Because your foundation will be weak. I cannot expect you to start drawing things until your concepts are clear. Okay. So it is going to help you a lot. Let me explain you. So let's say that, let me explain you. Let's say that I'm learning about EC2 and EBS. Okay. So now, first thing I would do is I will write an example that a virtual machine of Windows, virtual machine of Windows uh, is known as EB. I'm just putting it right now. I might be wrong. Okay. Is known as EC2 in AWS. Okay. And for example, Netflix is hosting its application on EC2. Okay. You're just giving one example to it. I'm just taking an example, guys. EC2 EBS, you don't have to pay attention. I'm taking a conceptual example that how you have to write an example for it. Okay. And you have to basically draw a diagram that this is the EC2, okay, which is connected, with EBS. Okay, which is connected with EBS. So what is going to happen? What is going to happen? So this is your EC2 and this is your EBS. I'm just giving one quick example to all of you. What I'm trying to explain is that if you create your notes in this fashion for every concept what you learn, whether in cybersecurity, it's your SQL injection, sniffing, or whatever different types of attacks which happen, right? You are actually getting yourself prepared for the interviews, because interviews expect you to, say all these things. Okay. Does that make sense, everyone? Are you able to follow me? Are you liking the session till here? Can you please confirm if you are enjoying the session till here? Otherwise, I'll just rush and complete. Yeah, if you're not finding this session useful. I'm just telling you a strategy, what exactly, people should follow. And we have seen people succeeding. Because what happens, these 3 months will go on like a flash, and you will realize that I'm not still ready. I want everyone to be fully ready before you actually get into that particular interview. And that's why I want everyone to take down notes, okay, properly. Now, the fourth thing, what we should start doing. Okay, let me ask you this question. It is again about networking. What should we start doing? What should we start doing? Now you have to start building the healthy network. Okay. You have to start building the healthy network. One question I would like to ask all of you here, and please be very honest with me. How many of you are connected with recruiters on LinkedIn? How many of you are connected with recruiter on LinkedIn? Let's be very open. And how many? Are you connected with 5, 10, with the recruiters? How many of you are connected with recruiters on LinkedIn in your country? If you are in US, if you are in Canada, how many? Only 10? At least 10? I'm not connected. Okay. I'm sure that 80% people over here are not connected with IT recruiters. Okay. And that's the biggest problem. So building healthy network on LinkedIn is super important. So what we should do, we should basically start searching recruiters. Okay, we should start searching recruiters on LinkedIn. Can I tell you a trick how to search uh, good recruiters on LinkedIn? Do you want to see the trick on LinkedIn? I'm going to tell you the trick that how can you search the recruiters directly in your own country, in your own area. Okay, I'm going to tell you, just give me like 5 minutes. I'm going to share that information with all of you. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be done with this. And then I'm going to show you that how you can basically search good recruiters in your area. Okay. So start searching recruiters on LinkedIn. That's very important. Okay. Second, when you send a request, when you send a request to any recruiter, okay, add a note. Add a note. So while you are sending a message or while you are sending a request, connection request to a recruiter, if there is an option to add a note, please add a note because this is going to increase the chances of getting your request accepted. Does that make sense? LinkedIn gives you an option that when you're sending a connection request to someone, there is a way that you can attach a message to it. If you attach a message to it, it is going to increase your chances of getting your connection accepted. Okay. Now, the third thing, how many requests can I send on a daily basis? Can I send it to 800 requests today? Can I do that? Can I do that? Can I send 800 requests? Can I send 500 requests? No. See, this is why I'm including this in 31st day of the program because you cannot do this on LinkedIn. LinkedIn does not allow you to send these many requests. Otherwise, they will spam you, they will block you, they will not let you open your account on LinkedIn. And don't do that. A lot of people, they come back to me and say, hey, Naman, I was sending the request to so many people and they have banned me now and I'm unable to open my account on LinkedIn. I request everyone that maximum 10 requests are good in a day, maximum 10. And that's the reason I'm telling you to start doing it from 31st day. Because now you have a roadmap of 60 days, 31st to 90 days, you have a 60 days to send it. Now, if you send a request, let's say to 600 recruiters or 600 technology guys on LinkedIn, it may happen that at least 200 of them will come in your network. Now, is it your healthy network or not? These 200 people, is it your healthy network or not? How many of you think that building healthy network is important? How many of you think, right? Or should I just randomly send requests to many people? See, that's not going to help you at all. Please do not send random requests. Send requests to the recruiters who are actively hiring. That's important. That's important for all of us. And let me also tell you, should I just consider recruiters in my healthy network? Should I just consider recruiters in my healthy network? The answer is yes or no. Should I just consider recruiters in my healthy network? No. The answer is no. You have to see your friends who are working in IT. Connect with them. Find out who is in your network, who is actually working in IT. Your friends, your old colleagues, maybe some people who works in your organization, but they are in IT, but you're not in IT, right? Find out some managers who are already in cybersecurity, but you are not in cybersecurity, but you aspire to be in cybersecurity. So find out those people, friends or colleagues or anyone who is already there where you actually want to be. Okay. And add them in your connection request. This is the actual healthy network, because now you're getting in a group of people who will be always with you while you're at, uh, going into the market and applying for jobs. You can always, when you have a big network, today I have a connection network of 5,000 people. If I want to post something, if I start searching for a job, I'm very sure that I'll get at least one job, because I know I have a 5,000 people network on my LinkedIn. Is it helpful or not? If I have a healthy network of 5,000 people, will it be helpful or not? Right? If I'm hosting a session, a webinar session, and I post on my LinkedIn, will I get the audience or not? Yes, for me, it's helpful. But from your angle, it's not, because you're not hosting a boot camp or a webinar. What you are doing is you are creating a healthy network to search a job. Getting my point? Many of my students have reported, let me tell you one unrealistic fact, and this is really true. Many of my students have told me, I got a recruiter on LinkedIn, and he basically he posted something on LinkedIn. I responded very quickly, and he invited me in the interview. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Because he was having a good network. Are you okay? Can I repeat this? Can I repeat this scenario? What happened with many of my students? So one of my student, he said, Naman, first I created a healthy network. Okay. After that, when the recruiter posted that he's hiring for AWS job opportunity, I commented on his post and also sent him a message. What happened next? He was invited. He was invited. He was invited to an interview. Is it a big thing or not? Let me tell you how this is a big thing. You apply for 100 applications, and it may happen that you don't get any interview, no interview request. Okay. But just because he followed this building the healthy network, because he's in the process of finding the job, he could able to get into the interview. The biggest challenge everyone is having right now, the interviews. And if you are able to build a network, you're able to, reach the recruiter who is looking for a job, then it's quite easy. So now, how many of you think that you're going to be building your healthy network on LinkedIn? This is a question to all of you who is listening to me right now. How many of you are going to work on your LinkedIn building network by sending the request? How many? I want everyone to respond in the chat box. I know some people are driving, some people are waking up, some people are busy at work. Please, I need the response in the chat box, because that helps me to tell you more. Okay, thank you. So remember that this is what you have to start doing from the 31st to 60. Okay, 31st to 60. Okay, now let me step into the day. One second. Okay, from day 61st to 90th. Okay, are we left with something, or have we, or are we left with something or not? I think we have covered a lot from day 0 to day 30 and day 31st to day 60th. What exactly we should be doing? We should be doing on day 60, 61. See, it means by now your live training is already over. Okay. So you're not learning the concepts anymore. Correct? Yes. Start the practicals 100%. I met someone this morning and he was quite he said that Naman, I'm doing my classes right now for 2 months, but I know that after 2 months I have to start my practicals and I'll do my practicals for another 1 or 2 months. So I met this morning and he was absolutely right. So we dedicated our 2 months to build our network, to build our notes. We did a lot of hard work within these 60 days. But after 61st day, you have to promise yourself that now everything will revolve around my practicals only. Okay. Whatever is possible, not, let's say IT auditing in GRC is not very practical program, but still whatever is practical at your end by learning scenarios, examples, so your 1 month from 61st day to 90th day, you need to move to practicals. See, some people will think that my theory is not over yet. Okay. Maybe 60 days are not enough to learn the concept. But please, it will never get over. Your theory will never get over. You have to put the hard stop yourself on the 60th day. So from 61st day to 90th day, you are putting yourself 100% to practicals. Am I right, everyone? Should we put ourselves 100% to practical or not? What do you think? What do you think, everyone? Should we put 100%, should we put 100% practical or not? 200%. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Because your theory will never be over. It's better that start putting yourself into practicals. Second, guys, let me tell you one thing. The best way, the best way to learn, what is the best way to learn? Is to go through quizzes as much as you can. Lot of websites, online, lot of websites gives you a lot of quizzes. Why? Because quizzes have a nature that it challenges you. It asks you a question and either you will pass or fail. So there are so many websites available online which are dependent on quiz. Even we have a lot of quizzes on our website. So go and try quizzes. Whenever you get some time on Sunday, on Saturday, assess yourself. Get into quizzes. Solve as many quizzes as possible. You will be wrong first time. You'll be wrong second time. You'll be wrong third time. But fourth time, you'll go. One moment. Zoe, I think the voice is coming at your end. Okay. How many of you think that quizzes are important? So quizzes, make sure that you are spending your time on quizzes. Think that, okay, this Sunday, I'm blocking my Sunday only for quizzes. Okay, once you are done with your training, block your Sundays for quizzes. Quizzes are very, very important. So whatever you have learned in these 60 days, quizzes will help you to get prepared for the interviews. Okay. There are so many interview questions which are available online. Practice as much as you can. As much as you can. It's going to help you a lot. So practical quizzes, interview questions, you will find white papers online. You'll find case studies online. So do that. Go through as many white papers as possible, case studies as many as possible. I know that you will always see a crunch of time that, Naman, I don't have time to do this. Guys, you have to spare out time. Otherwise, you will never be able to do it. Trust me, you will never be able to do this. I request every one of you to spend time on quizzes, practicals, interview questions, white papers, case studies. And tell me one thing, will you still be not ready for the job market? Ask yourself, if you follow this in 30 days, spending 2 hours a day, which is 60 hours, will you still not be ready for the job market? How many of you think that you will not be ready? If you do these 4 things, will you be ready or not for the job market? Should be. You will be, for sure. I'm telling you, you'll 100% you will be ready. Because this is exactly what people are doing who have found the job recently. There is no magic. There's no magic. It's just a proper structure we have to follow. The main, I'll repeat this 2 times for all of you. The main problem what people do they try to, they try to jumble up everything. For example, in their day 0 to day 30, they'll start doing quizzes. Tell me one thing, when you don't have the skills, when you have not completed your study, how can you do the quizzes? Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? A lot of people, they make this mistake. They try to jumble up things. They start doing practicals when they don't have their, concepts clear. Don't do that. They start doing interview questions from day one. I mean, it's quite funny, right? That you have not understood the concept properly and you are learning interview questions from day one. Are you getting my point? Can we jumble up everything or not? Can we jumble up everything or not? Can I do practicals from my day? Can I do projects from my day 0? The answer is no. This process will take time. If you think you want to get it done in 1 month, that's not going to happen at all. Trust me. People call me and they tell me that, Naman, I want to complete everything in like 1 week. I say, don't buy the program from Thinkcloudly. We are not the right platform for you. We cannot deliver anything in 1 week. Let's be very realistic. It takes 3 months of time. It will take 3 months of time. Okay. Now, from the networking perspective, what should we do? So we have done like practical quizzes, interview questions, what we should do from the networking perspective. Any idea, anyone? So we participated in LinkedIn groups. We built a strong, healthy network. What should we do? Any guesses, anyone? No one knows what should we do? No guesses so far? Okay. Apply jobs, man. Don't wait for jobs. Don't wait for 90 days. Start jobs. Start applying jobs. Simple. Resume will be done by Thinkcloudly. So you don't have to worry about resume at all. Start reaching out. Start applying jobs. Reach out to recruiters. Talk to your friends. Talk to your friends of friends. Ask them to refer. Apply jobs online. Let me write it over here. Apply jobs online. Talk to your friends for referral. Referral is like magic, honestly speaking. Talk to your friends. Talk to recruiters. Start sending messages on recruiter to on their LinkedIn, that if you have an open opportunity, please consider me. This is my resume. Start, just push yourself in the market as much as you can, as hard as you can. At least the normal norm right now is 15 jobs a day. I know it doesn't sound simple, but 15 jobs a day is a normal norm right now in the current market if you really want to land an interview. Okay. So this is how your 90 days should look like. If you're good, I'll start with something. I'll tell you some hacks on LinkedIn. I promised you, right? So I'm going to show you some hacks on LinkedIn. But are you good till here? Are you good with the 90 days process and the structure of all of them? Yes. Can we start with the practicals now? So we are done with the day 0 to day 60. Can we start with the practicals now? The last section of this session now. Okay, let me open my LinkedIn and I'm going to share. Everyone has taken the screenshot or everyone has taken the notes, please. I'm going to erase this whole thing, what is written in front of you. I'm going to erase everything in front of you. So please, please go ahead and, delete, take the screenshot right away because I'm going to delete this. I'll wait here for 5 seconds, guys, not more than that. You can respond with done or you can respond that I have taken the screenshots, anything, but give me a confirmation that you have taken it already. Amazing. Now, good. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. So I want everyone to take down notes because now I'm going to show you some practicals on LinkedIn, which is going to be very helpful to all of you. I promise you that these things are certainly very helpful. And you can thank me later that Naman, these tricks, we were not sure about all these tricks. 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. Let me know how many of you can see my screen. Just a moment. Can everyone see my screen, please? Can you please confirm in the chat box? Okay. Okay. See, first of all, let me tell you that let's say I'm someone who is looking for a job as GRC analyst. Okay. So now over here, I have to basically, search here GRC analyst. Okay. And I can use, there is something called as Boolean search. Okay. Where where we talk about and or. Let's say and will write in capital and. This is a Boolean search method of searching anything on LinkedIn. And I'll type over here hiring. So what is going to happen here if I do this? Okay. And I'm going to select the post over here. Okay. And let me select the country over here. If I see the country here, just a moment. Yeah. So I think it will search in your country. So let's say that this guy is basically hiring for a GRC analyst. This is the way to find the real recruiters or people who are actively hiring. These can be VP, these can be directors of the company, but these are the people who are actively hiring for their organizations. Okay. So over here, you can see that these people are actively hiring. So you can just read their post and you can see we are hiring a few more roles. Kevin Chin. Okay. And the roles are listed over here. This is the best way to connect with your recruiters in your country, in your network. Does that make sense, everyone? So you have to mention, you have to just enter the role you are applying for a job. Let's say you are applying for DevOps job. Just type DevOps and has to be in capital. This is known as Boolean search. Okay. And hiring, because this is the keyword what they actually put when they're hiring. Now, let's say if I'm searching for DevOps, so you can see over here, this guy is hiring for DevOps. Maybe this guy is hiring a manager for DevOps. That's totally fine. As long as he's a recruiter or he's someone who is hiring, he's important to me, right? Today he's posting, let's say today he's posting some jobs for cloud engineers, let's say. So tomorrow he may post for something else. But this is how I'll basically connect, with a lot of people, a lot of relevant recruiters. And how many requests should we send every day? How many requests should we send every day? Any guesses, anyone? Maximum 10 requests, not more than that. Okay. You can apply for 15 jobs a day. That's a different thing. But how many requests on LinkedIn can you send? 10 to be on a safer side. Make sense? Everyone? Will you follow this method of this? Like you can just put over here the keyword, let's say AWS. Do you want me to put any keyword and try here? You can put here, I can try in front of you. Any keyword you would like to put? See, this guy is basically hiring for, let's say AWS or full stack development, DevOps engineer, CI/CD. So you can still find out. You can just mention SOC analyst over here. If you mention in double quotes, that's also okay. See, over here, you can see that people who will be hiring for SOC analysts, see, this is a freelance opportunity. Over we are hiring for security team charge point, and you can see that people are hiring over here. Now, let's say if you want to go and search for Scrum Master, search here Scrum Master. You can use this double quotation or you can remove them. That's completely your choice. If you want to match exactly, then put this double quotation. If not, just go and type it directly without double quotations. That's totally okay. Double quotes. So you can see over here, these people, you will find that people who are hiring, you just have to scroll down a bit. These are the posts, what you can see over here. This lady, Shruti, is hiring for many opportunities, right? So this is very, very important. Does that make sense, everyone? Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I need a lot of good feedbacks from you, very original feedbacks. I mean, if it's okay if you don't like it, but it's a very important thing because we will definitely come up with such sessions every 2 weeks. We always come and share such things with all of you. Okay. Now, anyone has any question and you want to connect with me, I prefer WhatsApp because I get too many calls every day. You can use this number 646-980-6267. Just use this number and connect with me so that I can help you, in suggesting you various things or creating the whole roadmap. I request every one of you. Thank you for your feedback. Appreciate it, everyone. So, okay, over to you, Zoe.
Thank you so much, Naman. So, you all know about our referral policy, where you can refer and earn up to 100 US dollars for every successful enrollment from your family or friend members. So, please don't forget to refer us to your family and friend members.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com. Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.